Hey everybody, this is the Countdown Podcast, and I'm Soren, and I'm here with my friends.
I'm Sam.
I'm Evan.
And I'm Austin.
Okay, so the idea for this podcast is there will be 500 episodes, starting with episode 500, which is
Yep.
this episode, and then every every week or so we'll upload another one, and we will work our way down to episode 0. And
Is it 0 or is it 1?
I think we're doing 0, right?
Let's do
Alright.
0. I feel
Yeah,
like
that
0
sounds
is more
good.
final, because then you're out of episodes, you know?
Yeah.
Eh,
So we're working our way down to episode 0. And what will happen on episode 0 is, well, we're gonna figure that out.
Yeah, that's
this
what we're
episode.
discussing this podcast. The
So,
500th episode.
Yeah, so this is
The
episode
finale,
500.
if you
We're
will.
trying to figure out what we're gonna do at episode 0. Does anyone have any ideas?
Anyone
I
have
got
any
one.
questions?
Well, any questions, comments?
Can we
We'll
do
start with
anything we
Soren.
want?
Does the crowd want to ask me
Anything?
questions about what this is?
Yeah, ask
If not-
questions to
if
each other,
not-
to the non-live audience.
If not, Soren.
You can start us off.
So you
All
have
right,
any ideas?
sweet. I was thinking we could all rob a bank together, right?
I love it.
Like
Let's
we
do
all
it.
get together in one big group. We get like serious training because we've been doing episodes for a long time now, you know. So
Mhm.
like we're tight. We're tight at this point, and we all get together and rob a bank for the final episode.
We've already been
and then
doing
we record
podcasts
the
for a
whole
while
thing.
now because
This
this is
is
our 500th
allegedly.
episode.
Allegedly,
true.
we'll rob a bank.
Allegedly, this is what we
Allegedly.
could possibly do for the final episode, but we wouldn't, of course. But this would be a pretty cool final episode,
Don't you think
or
we're
a
just-
beginning episode.
Don't you think we're just copying GTA at that point?
They don't do
you
the podcast though, so they're not as cool.
They didn't,
Speaking of GTA, pretty hype for GTA 6. That'll be fun.
yeah, stay on topic, buddy.
Yeah, stay on topic,
Okay.
Samuel.
Okay.
You don't rob
No,
banks in
no
GTA.
divergences. No
Be silly.
divergences. So about
Yeah.
the about
Branching out on the topic.
no, you're not allowed.
Not
So
allowed.
so for the
Alright.
bank heist, do you know the bank?
I do not know the bank, but I could go searching for banks in all the time we would have, and
Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
sure where we would get the training, but I'm sure we could pay for courses.
We could play
Well,
GTA.
Uh,
There's
we
That's
could
probably
train in
true.
GTA when GTA 6
I've already
comes
played
out.
a lot of GTA. I would say I have a lot of knowledge about heists and the such.
Hmm.
So I feel like if we were to do that, I wouldn't even need any training.
How would you go about it? Tell me your methods.
Me?
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
to deep dive.
Okay. Here's what
I
I
kind
do.
of like Lester our way into this.
We wouldn't.
this-
Okay,
this
step
bank
one.
heist.
Step one, no Lester because that guy takes all your money. So no him. Second, we bring more guns to shoot the people with.
How many guns?
Wait, we gotta shoot the people? That's fucked up, man. I just
That's
want
a
to
little
rob the
fucked.
bank.
and maybe just hostages.
Yeah, like can we just threaten them? I don't feel like we gotta shoot them.
This is all allegedly, by the way.
Right. Allegedly, I
No,
don't
we're
feel
just,
like we
yeah,
gotta
we're
shoot
just
them.
thinking of what we might do for.
Yeah,
episode
this is
0.
this is just ideas for none of this is set in stone. Hopefully people understand that.
Now we just have the government just keeping an eye on our podcast all
Yeah,
the
we're
way
already
till the
on a
final
list. We're already on
episode.
a list, and the government will have to wait. They'll be one of our first viewers, I think.
That's true. That's true. We can attract the government as a following
Yeah,
by incriminating ourselves.
you think they'll shout us
There you go.
out on their webpage, like beware these men. They are armed and dangerous.
And they got a good podcast.
Maybe.
I think I think the odds that we are rich and famous by the time of episode 0 is pretty likely.
So you wouldn't need to rob a
Right.
bank.
So yeah, I don't know if we would even need to
It's
rob a
more of
bank.
like a. It's
Power
it's
move?
more like
it's more of a power move. We just
power move. There we go.
assert
Mm.
dominance. And then after that, I say we start our rap career.
Okay.
Right, because we don't even need the money, honestly. But we're doing it to like, hey guys, for the fans, we'll rob this bank and post it.
We could
Be
live
good.
stream it. We could live stream it.
We could live stream the bank robbing, and we could get donos to like save some of the hostages.
I would say we would have to do it on
Mm.
Kick though.
This will all be within
Okay.
the. This
Yeah,
event
only
will
they
Yeah.
would
be
accept
with-
something like that. Twitch
I don't know if
would
Twitch
kick us
Twitch
out.
would-
You think-
Yeah, they don't. I don't think they'd
Depending
like
on
that.
how long it takes to get to episode 0, do you think Kick's even gonna exist at that point? Like
Something
Good point.
similar, probably, or something
Well,
worse.
we
Why
could
would
Instead of
we
we
kick,
could do it
it'll
on
be-
live
it'll be
leak.
hit
We could do it on
or
live
punch.
leak.
Mm. We could do it on Live Leak.
Why would we need to live stream it though? Because this will be all within the episode.
Yeah, no,
So
we would just be
we'll
recording the
already be
podcast.
recording it.
Yeah.
We would be recording the podcast. as
Yeah,
we're doing
wait,
it.
wait. When you
Okay,
say rob a
welcome.
bank,
This
is this like we're doing the podcast while robbing the bank?
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
think, I
This
think
would be
we'd
it
have
would be a
to.
it would be a live.
I mean,
It
it
would be
would
a
be an
live
episode,
upload.
so it'd be kind of lame if our final episode wasn't even an episode and you just like saw it on the news.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
it
we
would
were-
be an episode. It'd be both.
Yeah.
It'd be yeah, we'd be posting it as our podcast final episode, and it would be us robbing the bank.
Yeah.
it would
Okay.
definitely
Maybe
need to
we'd
be a
stream
live.
it too.
Yeah, a live episode of the
Okay.
podcast.
Well, I kind of like this idea, but I think we can think bigger, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's your
Okay,
idea,
Evan,
Buster
What are you
Brown?
thinking?
Evan.
Well, we could kill ourselves.
Oh, okay.
I'm good on that one
no,
actually. I
that's-
think I
that's
like robbing the
horrible.
bank
Alright,
way
we won't-
better.
okay.
That's
It's like-
not only bigger but better.
It's like
Okay, for
Suicide Boys.
now-
If they don't make it, they kill themselves. But ours is if we do make it, we kill ourselves.
That
we
just
better
sounds
have we
awful.
better have 1,000,000 viewers by the end of this. If not, we're all gonna
I,
end it.
I better have $1 trillion in the bank, or else I better be
Yeah.
Bill Gates.
Oh no.
What was that your
no.
only
Okay,
idea?
So we'll,
Yeah,
we'll
was
just
that the
stick
one,
with,
Evan?
We'll stick with Soren's idea of robbing the bank, at least for now.
I mean, yeah.
Well, we
it's
should
it's
come
not
up
like-
with other ideas though. It's like a multi-idea episode.
Well,
this is
going
just
off of-
one of the many pitches.
I guess going off of what Evan was saying, I mean, this is a little bit better, I would say, but we could do nothing.
That would and just end the
Okay.
podcast.
Do you think it
Like,
would
there
just
is
be
a final
static?
episode,
We
we just
end-
disappear.
Yeah, we end the podcast by doing nothing.
Yeah.
What do
And,
you guys
we're
think? Would
already
that
rich
be?
and famous.
I think we
so-
You
get
mean-
canceled. I think we get canceled though. People would be really
Yeah,
mad.
but it'd be funny because we're already
Well,
rich
but
and
they-
famous.
They
So
would
like,
know. They would
what
know,
would it
'cause they-
even do to us?
Yeah.
They would listen to this episode and know that we will do nothing.
Yeah.
Or they
That's
wouldn't
true.
because we pitched a bunch of ideas like robbing a bank.
or rob a bank or kill ourselves. One of the three, at least so far.
Okay.
From
Yeah.
our from our ideas that we have.
Okay.
So we've heard we've heard an idea from each of us except for you, Samuel. So
Yeah, so
Well,
you got any
I do
ideas?
like the nothing idea. I think that would be.
you like that out of
I
out of
do
the
like
three
that idea.
options-
One, I think I think going into like a recording and it just us introducing ourselves with the intro and then just have static for an hour and then
you know
it just ends and then that's it.
we had
And
an
then,
idea. We had an idea. I think it was we thought of it last. I can't remember who thought of it, but one of our episodes would be us playing the silent game. So you know we
Okay.
For the final
for
episode,
the final
though.
episode we play the silent game
Oh.
and see how it
will we have
goes.
camera?
It's
will we have,
basically,
maybe,
that
I
could-
would say it's a step up from doing nothing because that's doing something.
maybe as a
I feel
silent
like
game
you're
we could have
better
a
off just doing nothing then. Like hard cut end
Yeah.
to the whole thing. Otherwise, the silent game is like, oh, they're still doing a thing, but it's like lame. It's like,
Yeah,
I mean,
don't know,
maybe-
maybe
we could
you
do-
shitting on this idea.
maybe we could
I'm
do a
just
face
saying,
reveal
nice.
during the silent game so everyone gets to know what we look like, but it will just be silent.
we used to stare into the camera
Yeah.
for an hour straight.
An
try
hour,
not to
an hour
laugh.
straight. Yeah.
you know what? The idea's getting better.
Fa-
I'm
face,
liking it.
face reveal, but playing the silent game. So you like the only time you get to see us, we're just staring.
Yes.
I think we'd have to stare aggressively into the camera. I don't think it could be
Ooh.
any other way. Or
Okay,
really
I have one
angry.
here. Maybe we could do maybe we could do a face reveal, but it's all just a mukbang ASMR.
Oh, gross!
Episode.
Man. I'm not doing no
When the-
mukbang.
I said
The
we face
episode that-
reveal other people.
Episode that no one asked for.
I think we dox
everybody
people
wanted.
on our final. I think we dox other YouTubers or like podcasters that don't have their face already revealed.
Yeah, I think so.
We-
and I
we-
think
we
we
revealed
revealed
their
their
face.
faces.
'Cause
Yeah,
at
and we're
that-
like, hey guys.
At that
Who
point,
is
like
there? Who is there to be revealed though? Like the only you could think of like maybe Swagger Souls.
yeah, Swagger Souls. He doesn't have his face revealed yet. We'll reveal his face. What does what's his face? The dude that throws eggs everywhere. How do basic?
Oh, how to base.
He hasn't
okay.
had his face revealed.
Hmm.
Soren's grandma hasn't had her face revealed. I think we can do her.
Ooh,
Let's
we could do that.
I
We
don't
could
think
do
she
that.
runs a podcast, so I don't think it really applies.
We
Okay.
could do that.
Yeah.
Maybe we could live leak Soren's address.
Send us
I don't know.
people in the comments. Tell us who we should face reveal on episode 500, and docs.
Yeah, and don't say me. Don't say me.
We'll
Don't say that.
Soren.
that
We'll say Soren.
if we go 500 episodes of that doxing and revealing your face, Soren, I'd be surprised.
I would be surprised if we make it 500 episodes without doing some sort of face reveal.
Yeah, or getting
Yeah.
canceled. Which brings me to my next idea, which is we get canceled and lose our careers. I don't.
It's fucking
I don't-
awesome. What
I
would
don't-
we get canceled for?
I don't know, dude. That's kind of what I was. There's so many different things you can get canceled for.
That'll
And
be the
We could
surprise.
pick some really absurd things, like driving a bulldozer over like an elementary school or something, you know?
yeah, I would prefer.
Oh
I
my
mean, that's
God.
more just like a
That
crime,
wasn't
right?
anybody in it. It'd be like an empty one.
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends, like, cause if we're like that's like a crime, like getting canceled for doing a crime isn't
What if
exactly
I
the same
bought
thing.
the what if I bought the elementary school?
Well, then you can't really get canceled for that, can you? It's just you
I can't.
bulldoze your,
I feel
you
like I feel
bulldoze
like
your
I feel like
own
it's-
elementary school, like you're perfectly in your right to do that.
I feel like it's still not a super cool thing to do, you know?
I don't see
Like,
why.
just to buy an
what
elementary school and then bulldoze it.
I mean,
It's kind
I
of fucked
guess
up.
I really don't see us getting canceled for that, and that being the thing we get canceled for would be pathetic.
Yeah, no, that'd be pretty sad.
Well,
I
Me
feel
and
like
dream bigger. Me and dream
I feel
bigger.
like I'd do that trying to get canceled, and you guys would just look at me with shame,
Yeah,
Maybe
knowing
that's
that I
the
didn't do it
surprise.
successfully.
They don't know what we get canceled for, but
yeah.
We should talk about it.
We
Come up with
hire
ideas.
we hire a bunch of Twitter bots to cancel us, and nobody knows we got canceled for it. We just get canceled. Everyone just
Yeah.
bandwagons on because we're
Right, like they don't actually say.
like, have you heard
Just
the
kinda-
allegations? They're insane. Yeah.
Maybe we could put up a poll, and not really a poll, but like a custom response for the fans to decide what we could do for the final episode,
Okay.
and just
That-
keep
could
it
be good.
running throughout the entire length of the 500 episodes. So
Yeah.
after this episode, we could put up a poll right
Letting
now.
letting the audience decide what we
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
That's got potential.
Knowing audiences, I feel like they just make us do some heinous shit. Like they come up with their
Well,
own
Well, that's
ideas.
kind of what we would end up doing anyway.
True, but within the realms of us not getting, murked would be
We're
preferable.
locked away.
but-
For
Yeah,
all
we're locked
eternity.
away.
Beat
Yeah,
Soren to
yeah.
death with a baseball bat. That's our final
No,
episode.
no, I don't know how I feel about that one, guys. I wouldn't even be able to join in. So is it really all of us as a
No,
podcast
we
doing
would-
it?
You would join in. What do you mean?
Yeah, podcasts would be
No,
able to hear you.
I wouldn't even be able to
screams
join
and
in
pleads.
beating up
You-
Soren. So
You would be in until you succumbed to blunt force trauma.
is it a different Soren, or are we talking about the me Soren? Because I don't
talking
know how
about
I
you.
feel about that.
I'm talking about you.
Yeah, we're talking about you. I mean,
Potential ideas.
I feel like one
I
of us
love it.
has got to. I mean, it could be like the end of a show where like one of the main characters dies off. We could kill one of us. Like
Yeah, but let's do Evan instead.
What do you think? What do you think about that, Evan?
He hasn't really said anything
Well-
about it, and I just feel like we should do him instead.
I did come with the idea of we all just kill ourselves at the end. So
I mean,
I
will
mean,
you
if-
volunteer tribute?
if
I mean-
if that's what needs to be done and the audience wants it, I'm here for it.
I
Oh,
think
man.
than me, dude.
I think to an
Goddamn.
extent though they can't know who's gonna die. It has to be a surprise. Like
Okay.
yeah. So.
Right. Like maybe we don't even tell each other. Just first
Yeah.
one to die is the person who has to,
Yeah.
who has to be there for that. And then we all sort of record ourselves doing whatever.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh
We
my God.
were our final episode is the funeral to whoever died, and we podcasted the whole thing.
Yeah, we don't say how they died, but everybody just knows they suddenly died on the last episode.
Like
That,
the YouTuber prank channels. They're just like they got the giant like clickbait thumbnail with like the guy all surprised pointing at an open casket.
Or just like in red text, he got run over. Something like that.
I'm liking this idea the most so far. We do a funeral.
Yeah.
Mm.
Would it be your? Yeah. Yeah. What idea? Our idea so far has been shit. Evan, you have another idea?
I know I was supposed to come with a bunch of ideas, but I
I
haven't
got
really
one.
thought about it until we started recording.
Great. Well,
Okay.
I got a couple
Alright.
bullet points.
yeah.
All
Soren.
right. Hear it, Soren.
I got free for all for podcast king.
Okay.
So we would all fight it out, and then the winner of we would all fight each other to the death in a
Oh,
cage,
okay.
and then the winner owns all the podcast assets and can do with it what they please.
Imagine
Oh.
it. Imagine if on our podcast assets are just like non-existent. You get like the channel and that's it.
And
Yeah, you get
Soren,
the
by,
channel in, like $5.
Yeah.
Soren,
Our
by fight to the
17
death.
total subscribers.
Soren, by fight to the death, you really just mean rock paper scissors, right?
No,
Why would he mean that?
no. Why would I mean that? That seems. Why would I mention the cage if it was gonna be rock paper scissors?
I'm
Well,
The
so
cage
surprised.
is
no
so that you
escape.
can't run away.
There's no escape.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised
you're forced to doing
you
the rock
came
paper
up with
scissors.
this idea out of everyone, considering you'd be the most likely to die right away.
I know, but sacrifices got to be made. I feel like I'd probably just end up being ganged up on by the other podcasters, and I'd get
Yeah.
fucked up and
We've had-
die. But then you'd fight amongst yourselves, and only one of you would be able to take the podcast. So
Who do
Well,
we think
dude,
would win? Who do we think would win?
Probably.
In all
Well,
honesty,
depending on
in
how we
all-
go about it, probably Austin. Depending on
it's tough
Why-
though.
why me,
Because
though?
Evan's pretty fit, but
Because
Austin's
you're-
crazy.
well, Austin just has the he's just got the dexterity and the the iron will to just
Yeah.
not give up.
Yeah,
The
and I
goblin rifle.
and I know you guys all inside and out. Like I got that knowledge, you know.
Mm,
Okay. Who do you think is the first to
I
go?
don't know though. I feel like
You think
I'd
it-
definitely
this
get
one?
ganged up on and lose. But if I didn't, I feel like I'd do all right. Especially, I feel like I'd do okay.
I'd give you a purple nurple. That's what I'd do.
Oh man, you.
I mean, what we could do an actual like boxing match and just tear each
Oh,
other up.
boxing
Could
match.
do,
Those things are
like
big.
that.
Yep.
We
Those.
could-
Okay.
That could be fun.
That'd be
could be fun.
cool and
I-
way less bad than cage fight to the death.
I think the only thing though is boxing's a little bit boxing's a little bit it's a bit, everyone does boxing, right? I say we do chess boxing.
I was thinking the same thing actually, and
Is
I was
that-
gonna say it when you were done talking.
Cuz
I think
that's
we should
actually a lot
boxing.
cooler. That's a lot cooler, to be
Am
honest.
I the only one who's out of the loop with this? What does that mean?
You don't know chess boxing?
Oh, it's
I've
fucking
never
it's,
heard
sweet.
that.
it's like a minute of boxing and then like a minute of playing chess. And you keep going in that cycle. Or I don't know if it's a
Oh,
minute,
what?
but you go between chess and then boxing until I
Yep.
think it's either someone gets knocked out or, checkmate.
Yep,
It's
one or
so
the other.
cool. It's easily more entertaining than just normal boxing. I hope I don't get canceled for saying
Can we
that.
make that as 4-person chess? Could we do a 4-person chessboard and 4
Oh!
people all at the
Dude,
same time?
Boxing?
And
Oh
dude,
my
four-person
god,
boxing?
bro.
I guarantee
Free
though,
for all?
there's no way that someone doesn't get knocked out. Or I guess I say like
They'd just
once-
be out.
One,
They'd be
yeah,
done
once,
then,
Once someone
and
gets
then-
knocked out, you just take all their pieces off the board, and then
Yeah.
Well,
you
instead of
keep
maybe
going.
because a minute of boxing, that's actually a long time if you really think about it. You could probably cut it down to like 30 seconds or 20 seconds.
Yeah,
So you have to be a little bit more reckless
yeah,
or try and evade if you're a better chess player.
yeah.
Mm,
I'm liking this idea.
I like
by
this
far
one
the
so
best
far.
idea so
I
far,
like
and the
this
most
idea,
reasonable.
too. I think we can think bigger though, because
Oh yeah,
This is-
says the
this will
person who
be-
didn't think about anything.
Yeah, who
Hold
hasn't
on,
thought of a
hold on.
single idea except for killing ourselves?
oh, okay, well, that's still my number 2 so far. But
What's your-
anyways,
okay, tell us your number one.
well, no. Well, this is my number 1 so far,
Oh,
but I think we can do
The
better.
4-person chess.
So-
Okay.
Because
What if we
this is the climax of a 500 part podcast. It'll likely take, I don't know, the better part of a decade, maybe.
yeah.
Who knows? Do we
Right.
want to conclude this by chess boxing? Why doesn't that just be like episode 200 or something?
Oh yeah. I
This
guess
one.
that does make sense, but also, what are we thinking? We're thinking grandiose then.
We're thinking grandiose. We got to go out with a bang.
We invite every podcast onto our podcast. have
And
one
just
mega
do one
podcast.
massive podcast.
Like
All-
like hundreds of people.
Thousands, dude. I'm thinking thousands. We have on
Thousands?
every
man.
pod. We have Joe Rogan on. That was one of my ideas. Is we have Joe Rogan on.
Okay, someone get on that.
Yeah. Someone.
Yeah,
Someone
I'll take
email
care of
Joe
that.
Rogan.
Fine,
Someone
fine,
email
I'll leave
Joe
that up to you.
Rogan.
Oh yeah, I'll talk to Joe Rogan. Me and him
Yeah,
are
that's
cool,
great.
so
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll come.
Yeah. We
I'll
don't
get
want
him
to
in
be
the
on
loop.
his podcast because that one's stupid. No one likes
Yeah,
that.
no, his isn't really very good, so I feel like we're better off, just,
But
doing
he's get a lot
ours.
of viewers. I don't understand why.
I'm right, especially considering that, like ours was just way better. So I think
Yeah.
it shouldn't be any trouble like getting ours.
Yeah, we're inviting
top.
this guy, Joe Rogan. We love your podcast, and you should come on our podcast.
We actually really do like the Joe
You know,
Rogan
thing is-
podcast.
Thing is, dude, I feel like
If he's watching, that's
It-
crazy.
well,
Thank you, Joe
if we
Rogan, for
invite
showing
him,
up.
If we invite him, he's like, dude, I don't know what this podcast is. He like turns on our first episode, and we're immediately shit talking.
Yeah.
Hey, we said we liked him. We said we liked him.
Yeah, we're just kidding.
Yeah, we're just messing around.
Yeah.
We got to get some goofs in here.
What if
Joe
we
Rogan,
get
you would
Joe
understand.
Rogan,
You're
you
a
suck.
podcaster. Don't listen to him though. He's lying.
We go
What if-
skydiving, some GoPros, and give a podcast that way. Maybe like a
What?
like
we have to
two
go
minutes.
skydiving
maybe
from
not
like
for the
the
last
sun
episode.
to make it.
Maybe not a podcast, but maybe like a short.
Oh,
Short could
we
be the short
sorry.
could be a podcast.
We
What's
were
your idea?
talking about doing every 100 episodes. We were talking about doing a 24-hour
Oh, yeah.
podcast, and then it would extend by 24 hours.
And the
So it'd
final one is a week-long podcast.
Yeah,
where we,
just a week-long podcast where the
of-
podcast never
of-
stops.
of pure misery. I would say we'd have to
Didn't-
live
who-
stream that,
didn't-
right?
Didn't Ludwig do something like that or something like that?
He did.
Didn't
He
do
did like a
Twitch
month
stream that was,
long.
like a month long.
Yeah, he did something similar, but I mean, does anyone actually like Ludwig? Sorry, we shouldn't be talking this much
No,
shit.
his
to everyone.
isn't nearly as cool as ours, if I'm being honest.
planning
In
on
fact,
having
we should
Ludwig on the
get him on
podcast.
here.
Yeah.
We should get him on here because his podcast is just not as good as ours.
Ludwig, hit us up if
Yeah.
you want to do a year-long podcast with us.
Yeah, we do actually really like you though, so don't even worry about all the trash we're talking.
Yeah. It's just, man, we're burning so many bridges right off the bat.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
we're
about?
not-
This
we're
is
not
going
making very-
amazing.
We're not
There's a
making
lot of
very
bridges
good
to burn
connections.
though.
Yeah.
There's so many bridges.
Our last podcast, we burn all the remaining bridges.
Yeah, like anybody we haven't insulted yet, we like get a big list and just start insulting them.
we start looking at our comments and burning bridges with individual viewers that are commenting. We're like, this dude
Yeah, we
fucking
dox-
sucks.
Yeah, we're like this guy who lives at 595 Aurora Lane, fucking Jimothy. This guy stinks.
Did you just bring up
You
the?
just dox that guy.
Did you just dox Walter White?
Ducks Jimothy.
I like Jimothy.
Oh,
Dox Jimmy. All right. Does anyone else have any ideas?
I had one more, which was we delete the podcast and quit, which we could
Okay.
arguably do now as well.
We could do that now.
That we don't gotta wait till the final episode now. I'm just realizing.
But then there's no like tension, We're just kind of like we post this one and then we delete it and then nobody even knows it existed.
It's like Unis Honest, like the Markiplier thing.
Yeah.
Ah,
Where it's
damn
like,
it!
it was-
Yeah, that idea's already taken. We can't do
It
that.
was, it was
Yeah,
really
it's
cool,
true.
and then
Fuck this Markiplier guy. I hate him
Kind
too.
of had to be there.
Honestly, I mean, hey, we're thinking of having Markiplier on the podcast because ours is better than his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But Markiplier, if you see this, get on here, okay? You're
Yeah.
missing out.
Yeah, get on here. We hate you. And we'd love to have you on.
Right, you do stink, but it would be great to have you here.
Someone's actually
Guys,
a mega fan.
guys,
Someone's a
we're
mega
gonna
fan.
lose. We're gonna lose. I have watched a lot of Markiplier videos, way too many.
Yeah.
But we're definitely burning some fans if we mention
your
enough
favorite?
celebrities.
Sorry, what's your favorite Markiplier video?
His Markiplier in space stuff. It was cool.
I
It was like a
liked-
neat little thing.
I liked when he played
Forward.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights
Those are
at
good.
Freddy's.
Those are good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I-
Evan,
What if
Evan?
Continue.
episode 0
proceed.
we just keep going and we do negative?
I was talking to Austin about that not too long ago. I thought
Episode
that would have been.
We
I
could-
thought that would have been funny.
We could, in case we are making too much money and we don't actually want to quit the podcast.
Well, the odds of that are almost 100%.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
know,
We could move to outer space when we do that.
yeah.
Okay.
Surely by then it's
Mm.
gonna be like really easy to do that. You know, Elon
Right.
Musk and his
I think that would be cool
Neuralink.
if we switched to an outer space podcast after we
could
got.
be
and
the
then we
first one
started
to do
going
that. We
negative.
could be the first one to do that, but I think to do that, sorry to bring Joe Rogan up again, but we probably have to kill him because he would probably be the first one to do it behind, like in front of us. Since allegedly he would be the first one to
Alleged-
do it.
Right. Allegedly,
not
he would
allegedly in the
around
sense
the
that
time that he would do that.
well, not allegedly in the sense that we would kill him because that's like basically true.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Not allegedly.
Only if he comes on our podcast, we'd kill him allegedly.
Mm.
Joe Rogan, please do come on the podcast, though. We do need you for that final episode. So please show
We're
up.
gonna shoot the podcast in space with Elon Musk and his Tesla rocket.
And
So,
Joe
we
Rogan.
need you there. And Joe Rogan.
And Joe Rogan. And then
Yeah.
the rocket will mysteriously fly into the sun.
Yeah.
With us in it.
hmm
No, I wouldn't be in it. That would be silly.
Yeah.
No.
You'd be in a grave 6 feet deep because you'd be killed off halfway through the podcast.
I thought we were doing that for the last episode.
No,
Yeah, well.
it just turned into Survivor.
I feel like I'm a pretty essential part, and if we kill me halfway through, I
You
feel
did
like
do
the rest
you
of the
did do the
podcast is
intro.
gonna be
You did
bad.
do the intro. So
Right. If I do the intro every time, then I'll be essential, and then you can't kill me halfway through.
Ooh, maybe we just have Soren do the intro for every single episode except for the last one.
what if
and
we just
then
have him
break the
pre-record
news.
all the intros so we don't need him anymore?
That's true.
He would be dead.
No,
long
let's
before
not do that. Let's have me record them at the start of each and every one individually, and make them all a little bit different.
No, I don't think we need to do that. We can.
I think we
um,
should. I think that would be good, objectively speaking.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Allegedly.
Okay. We've
we'll discuss that later, I guess.
yeah we've gone on kind of a tangent. We need to bring it back to the whole point, which was coming up with ideas.
We could, if you have more ideas. Actually, my entire list was 3 bullet points: rob a bank, free for all for Podcast King, and outer space. So I ran out of bullet points.
Oh, outer space was another idea. I thought that was just something you came up with right on the spot.
No, that was out there, and I thought I would throw it in with the other ones. But that is all the bullet points I had because I lost the other list.
Yeah. Okay.
So
You don't
that's why I was
remember
kinda
anything on
fine
that
with the
list?
tangent. Something about building a mountain.
Oh. I think
Building
those are.
mountain.
I think those are already built, Soren. They already exist.
Well, you know how there's like everybody's like crowding Mount Everest. We should just build our own mountain and then host the podcast from the mountain.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a good way to draw more attention. And we could have like people
Okay.
climb the mountain, and if they do, they could get a feature on the podcast, like Joe Rogan, who is going to be there for the last episode on
Yeah.
our mountaintop.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fucking sweet. Thank you, Joe Rogan, for showing up.
You know, Joe Rogan's gonna be like 80 years old by the time we finish this podcast.
He can still climb the mountain. It'll be fine.
I think
He's
he
Joe Rogan.
already is like almost pushing 80, isn't he?
He's in his 60s, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, man, hurry up,
I think-
Uh,
I think he is.
it's fine. Medicine
Sorry
will
for
be
that
better,
slander.
so he'll
Oh,
be able
yeah.
to climb the mountain.
He'll get a bionic brain to keep him alive.
Yeah.
I feel like
Shout out Joe Rogan.
shout out Joe Rogan for showing up to our podcast.
Is it possible for a podcast to start or like a podcast to exist without talking about Joe Rogan? Mr.
probably
Podcast-
not.
I think
He
every
invented
podcast at some
podcasts,
point
didn't
has
he?
talked about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, any of them that are like
Because he's
just
like
talking related.
he's like daddy podcast. Like he's the one who did it first. Not actually, but like
Mm.
it's
Well,
basically
he's the one
the
No, he
biggest,
did do it
though.
He's the
first.
biggest podcast, yeah.
Yeah, he's the biggest. Have you
Yeah.
seen his stature? He's the biggest.
Mm.
What do you mean by that?
Self-explanatory.
Okay. Soren, I wanted to go back to this mountain building. Where are you going to build this mountain?
You know,
Mount
it is really
Gilead?
unfortunate that I lost that other bullet point list that probably had the rest of the idea on it, and I have to come up with the rest on the spot. But I totally know it, you know, and I'm not stalling for time.
Mm.
Why don't you
because
go over
it
the story of how
is
you lost this
going-
other list? Because that's more. You know.
So I
Which
had the
file did you
list.
mistaken it with?
I had the list, and then I went outside, to
Wow. Big
to go
achievement.
clean some painting supplies, and then I didn't have the list.
Oh.
I have no idea where it's gone, and it's probably somewhere in the woods.
You go find it
Okay.
right now.
I don't think I will because it's storming, or it was.
Oh yeah. Chat. I mean, YouTube chat or podcast chat.
Viewers?
It's storming. Viewers, it's storming.
Listeners? Listeners?
Viewers?
Chat. It's
Listeners.
storming.
Listeners.
No, listeners. Chat is
Listeners.
no. Let's do listeners.
Chat. It's storming.
Chat, it is currently storming outside.
All right, Evan. What we want to hear another idea from you. The court has deemed
Well,
it so.
I think at this point we know Joe Rogan needs to be there.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Definitely
Um,
among all the things, that's what we've decided.
Yeah.
And as much as I like the Unis Honest idea of just deleting the podcast, I feel like they already know that it's coming to an end at some point because we're counting down to 0.
Yeah.
This is true.
So
I mean, maybe we could make that as a finale for the final podcast, as we just live stream doing something crazy, and then once the time is up, it's just, if you were able to see it, you saw it. If you didn't see it, you didn't see it.
Surely someone would record it though, right? Someone just like.
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely.
Well,
And then
Probably.
well, I think what we'd have to do is personally hunt down each of those people and kill them before they can upload it.
Allegedly.
I heard Joe Rogan. They give him
Allegedly.
a flying kick to the stomach and kill him.
Right,
That's-
and they
that's
wouldn't
yeah.
expect it because Joe
That-
Rogan's like respected or whatever. He's
Yeah.
Daddy Podcast.
That's
He's also
what
like
his
a
role would
martial
be.
artist.
That's what his role would be in our final podcast. Is he'd go around kicking people, recording it.
Roadhouse kicking people.
Yeah, in the stomach or forehead, I think.
I think that would be objectively good. It's
Yeah.
probably good.
All right. Any other ideas, Evan?
yeah. Well, I
Well-
don't know if we necessarily need to delete the whole thing. I think we just end it.
You
We
think
don't need to
just-
delete it because we need our royalties.
Yeah.
We need to continue to get paid even after it's over.
Yeah.
That's why I think we just
So
we
maybe
do that
delete-
chess boxing, or maybe we rob a bank,
or make another podcast called the Count Up Podcast.
Oh,
and then we count back up to 500 and come up. And
Someone
the first
patent
Why
that.
episode
stop
is
at
coming up with
500?
ideas.
Why stop at 500 though?
yeah, just so we can count back down to 0.
Yeah.
Let's just count up to infinity.
Like other podcasts
At that
do?
point, people would start to catch on. They'd be just like, "These guys are just like, what is this?"
They're just
Well,
doing a
then,
normal
okay,
They're
ass
just
what do we
counting
podcast.
at this point. It doesn't matter if
What
it's
do we
up or
do?
down.
Well, no. What do we do when we get to podcast number infinity?
Oh, dude.
What then?
Something, bro. Like how?
Well, we
I
gotta
feel
promise
like, I
them.
feel
because
like at
that's our
that point
catch.
you got the heat death of the universe. We could record that.
Okay, that
The
that
sun
can
will
be
just
on the
engulf
our
the
table.
viewer,
That's
entire
on the
our
solar
table.
viewers
system.
would be like protons and electrons.
That'd be cool.
Maybe neutrons.
Yeah.
No, that'd be fucking stupid.
No,
Oh,
Sane.
okay.
Are we discriminating? Are we gonna get
Yeah, dude.
canceled?
We're not gonna get canceled. They're neutrons.
And they can't. They're incapable of doing stuff. Is that? Are you stereotyping?
How are we doing, guys? We made it 33 minutes. How about that? Isn't
Don't look
that
at the clock.
crazy?
Don't look at the clock.
Things are going
Don't look at the
very
clock.
well.
Mine
So
we need to cut
mine
that
says
out.
it's
We need to
reaching
cut
about.
that out.
We're gonna
No,
cut
no,
you
no, no.
out, buddy.
No. Continue what you were gonna say there.
Oh, I was
No,
just. I was just saying my clock says 40. But that's counting the 6 minutes it took us to actually start.
How about
Or-
that?
I did not count that part.
We'll include that part, I think.
I'm gonna put
I
it
don't
in
think
at the
so.
very end of this
For
episode.
for those who don't know, we had a rough start and we had to restart a couple times.
Chat, we had a rough start.
We did have a
We're
rough
just
Those
start.
figuring
might be
it
those
out.
might make the B reel, maybe
Yeah.
the
Maybe that will be our our 0th podcast. Is just all
It's all our bloopers.
like
yeah, those will be
like
the bloopers.
70 hours of bloopers.
Mm.
From every time we've recorded.
Yeah.
Do you think we'd even keep all those? Do you think we'd even have them anymore? Should I start
Yeah.
keeping them now in case we do that for the
Yeah,
last
put 'em-
episode?
To put them in
Yeah.
a separate
I
folder.
don't have enough space for that, guys.
I think
A lot of
No,
space.
we'll be
I
fine.
think our viewers have to start giving us money as soon as they can, honestly. I think we should
I think we're fine.
in the description of this when it goes up, we should have our Venmo attached
I
so
was just gonna say, yeah.
so
What if-
people
It's
Oh.
$1 a minute. Every minute you listen to, you need to donate us each $1.
Yeah.
Okay, what if we put all of the podcast earnings into a single bank account or maybe a mutual fund or something of the sort,
No.
and then at the end when we have a lot of money in an account, we do something with it.
What if we start our own cryptocurrency?
Okay, no,
NFT
That's
business.
great, actually. Let's start our own crypto.
that could be just a random episode. That could be episode 300 something.
Let's
I
I
say
have-
we make that episode 499.
we
Okay.
should
I have
we
the
should call it
perfect name. I have
scam
the
coin. We should call it scam
No.
coin.
Wait,
Scam
we should call it. Wait, what was the other one? It was we should call it Bink Doink.
What? Oh, the Logan Paul thing.
No, his is Dink Doink. Don't get
Yeah.
that confused. Ours can be Bink Boink.
I think if he tried to copyright that, I don't think he want people to remember that. I think he just leave it be. You know, and if he tried to do anything, we'd sick Joe Rogan at him. I think.
Right. We do have Joe Rogan coming on the podcast for the final episode. So thanks, Joe Rogan.
And he'll be well aware.
Thank you.
I think every episode from 500 to 0 we'll be talking about Joe Rogan.
Right, and I think he'll watch, considering how popular we'll be.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of a cardinal sin at that point
He
to
can't
not
ignore
bring
us
him up.
forever.
No, I think he already knows about us. He's just
Right,
waiting.
I bet he's watching
waiting
right
for this
now
episode.
while we record.
He's watching from the heavens above.
He's actually living in my closet right now.
Thanks, Joe
Boy.
Rogan, for living in Samuel's closet.
Thank you.
You should ask
Joe
him to
Rogan.
come on right now if that's the case.
Yeah, Samuel, why don't you put Joe Rogan on the mic?
Dude,
He's a little sleepy right now.
Put Joe Rogan on the mic right now, or
I
or
can't.
I'm doing
He's-
Evan's first idea.
What was?
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, let's get back on
Wait, what about
topic.
us? What about us, though? What about us?
What do you mean? What about you?
What about us? I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, Evan's first idea included all of us,
You better put Joe Rogan on the mic.
Oh, okay.
No. Thank you, Joe Rogan, for coming to our final podcast.
I
Appreciate
thought he
it.
was living in your closet.
Yep. Anyways, so
Alright,
let's
get
move
back
on
on
and
topic.
find
So
more ideas.
what do we have at this point?
Is
Yeah,
this
I was about to say-
deteriorating, guys? Are we
What?
deteriorating?
We
Are
should
we?
already-
Do we have more
We're
ideas?
doing good. We're
Chat,
doing
are we
good.
deteriorating? Is it getting worse?
Chad,
I mean,
no.
when you when you ask the question, it's
then the
kind of a-
answer is yes. So I think
Yeah.
let's
I think we just ended here. I think we ended here.
Chat, should
think
we
this
cut
is
it at
the
30
end.
minutes back when it was good?
yeah.
I think
Yeah, I don't
I
even
think we
think it's
just
been
delete
30
all of
minutes
this and
yet.
start
Wait.
over.
No,
Or we
I
just-
think we need
It's
to
been
keep
30
going.
minutes. I have
yeah.
38. And it started getting
Should we just
dicey at about 33.
I think there's got to be more to
Yeah.
talk about than
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Well, you've been awfully silent, Evan. So how about you say
No,
something?
I have also been awfully silent because I've been realizing
I don't
that
think you. I think you
Warren,
want to shut the
you've
fuck
been
up.
the one who's been talking the most.
it's too much Joe Rogan, if you ask me.
Fuck. He's,
yeah, forget Joe Rogan. Except
I can't.
okay,
I
yeah, that might
can't.
be
He's
all
the only thing I want to think about, Evan.
that's all we've got so far.
Ever since 33, we've been talking about Joe Rogan. We've been talking about him for like 6 minutes straight.
Oh fuck, bro. Okay, let's.
Yeah,
new
it was
idea,
good up
new
until
idea.
that
We'll
point.
move
I-
on. Move on.
New
We could
idea.
just cut it at 30 minutes and call it a
No,
30-minute
no,
podcast.
no.
No.
This is
I think we just
no,
start
there's
over.
More to,
Actually,
there's more to talk about.
No, I swear, no. We're not starting over.
all right, guys, this is the end of the recording. We're gonna start over and add this
Welcome
into
to
the
the
bloopers.
499th pod.
Oh no!
Evan, would you say an idea for like the final episode, please?
Yeah.
Please.
How about
You gotta
Sa-
move us
actually,
along here,
actually,
man.
Evan said some ideas. Samuel, what about your ideas?
Yeah, what about
Nice.
your ideas, Samuel? Where's your list?
Well,
Yeah.
I think some really good ideas would just be any anything to do with a GoPro and us going somewhere and doing something. So maybe we go in the woods and go camping.
I like
And,
being in the woods.
Go in
I
the
don't know if that
woods.
would be a good. I
We
don't know
go-
if that would be a good like final episode, but
Well,
I like what
I know
Evan said.
previously before like starting this, we were talking about, in case we ran out of stuff, we could talk about some, standalone podcast ideas where, it's not the final, but it's like, just random ideas for what we do.
We were gonna do that one on the tube, right? We were
No,
talking
that's
about possibly
yeah.
doing that one on the tube.
that's confidential.
Oh,
But I
that's
thought we were just talking about it.
Someone's gonna steal that idea. That's the only problem. It's too good.
Okay,
That's
well,
was-
okay.
Yeah, don't speak any more of it.
Yeah.
Don't speak any
So-
more.
No,
Of it.
For
that's
the
confidential.
viewers-
Any
How about skiing? We could ski.
Yeah, I
we
thought
could
snowboarding and skiing would be kind of.
yeah, there's a lot of
podcast while snowboarding and skiing.
there's a there's a lot of videos I've seen about people like just making like content on the chairlift, like yelling at people.
Oh yeah.
Which I think like
Mhm.
if we did something like that, there would be just random people yelling into like being like, what are these fucking idiots doing,
I mean, we've already made some pretty interesting moments
Oh yeah.
skiing and
Yeah,
snowboarding that I kind of wish was on camera.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it could work. I think one of my ideas for just like how we'd run this podcast is we do non-traditional settings or scenarios for the podcast, like switching up the setting, which would be something like skiing or snowboarding. Like
We could
I don't know.
travel.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how many people have done that. Like it's definitely new.
Sure.
At least like, cause I was talking before on like, I feel like all podcasts are very similar to each other. It's a bunch of people just talking, and that's kind of the point of like a podcast. But
Yeah.
I feel like there could be so much more to that type of form of content, if you know what I mean.
We could definitely spice it up.
No, I think the idea of doing it in different locations would be interesting, but I think there needs to be more than just, hey guys, we're here for today. We're in Soren's backyard.
Yeah.
Which I'm not
That-
saying
I'm not
that's
going
kinda
there.
like-
have
I'm not
better
going
ideas
there
than
though.
So I think
I would
some
never do that.
yeah, never Soren's backyard.
No, that's too
But
scary.
I think some settings could be enough for like it to be just there. Like
Yeah.
Underwater.
yeah,
We
I
could
don't-
do it
episode, that could be cool.
underwater. It doesn't
Submarine.
matter
You can do
how we end up
submarine.
underwater.
like for example,
Submarine,
if we did a
scuba
podcast if we did a podcast in space, which fat chance, but like that's enough to just like we don't gotta do anything more than that. It's
Yeah.
like we're in space floating around.
Well, I agree.
Right. You can do cool shit with liquids and solids and floaty stuff.
Let's just again, the odds that pretty much by the time of our 100th episode that we do, we'll probably have a large sum of money from sponsors or
Right. What kind of sponsors do we
Something.
want? We could talk about that.
Dude, I was thinking, okay, we gotta be very careful here because we actually can't talk shit.
How about Raid Shadow
Well,
Legends?
we love all products.
Yeah, we
We'll just
love.
leave it at that.
I was
I
thinking.
love Raid
I
Shadow
was thinking.
Legends.
I think it'd be best, like, at least I think it's ideal, like, to have sponsors that you actually like, right? That aren't.
Like Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah,
Or ones that
like
love
Raid
those
Shadow
guys.
Legends. I played Raid Shadow Legends. I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
no
me
joke,
too.
No joke. They're not
I
sponsoring,
love-
but I did play it.
I loved it when I played it. It was
Yeah,
great.
Me too. Me too.
What a cool game.
Oh,
Raid Shadow Legends,
Okay.
please
All right,
sponsor
let's go.
us.
Let's
It's gonna
think
be
of
really
another-
good.
Let's think of
So
another.
yeah, back,
It's gonna be
back
really
to,
good,
back to
Raid
this.
Shadow
I
Legends,
think, I think
please.
by the time we're 100 episodes in, the odds that we are wealthy is pretty
Yeah.
high. So
Yeah.
we can be doing a lot with these episodes.
Yeah.
Like we could.
I don't know, man.
I think. Well, you don't know about what we don't do fun
I
stuff.
don't
or
know
we
how
won't
much
be
money
wealthy?
we're gonna have by episode 100, Evan,
I
or
think we're
episode
going to have
400.
more money
is
than we
it-
know what to do with.
Episode 100 or episode 400? You're saying?
Episode
'Cause you're saying-
400, I suppose.
Okay.
100th
We're
episode,
counting, we're counting
episode
I
down.
feel like I don't know how much money we would have at that point. We might have a
Listen,
decent
don't
following, but
don't make
I
any.
don't. Okay, look, I don't know how much money we'll have either, but it's best to just assume it'll be too much to count.
Yeah.
So
right, of course. Why would we assume anything else?
We'll probably be able to do a lot with that money. So if we want to do an episode underwater, we'll
Yeah.
probably have the means to figure that out.
Yeah. I mean, I think we should think exponential, like exponential increase. What that means, like viewership, money, fame. You know, we're gonna be having
Right,
Joe
because
Rogan
once you get
on.
viewers, they don't go anywhere. You know,
Yeah.
so like you always have them, and you'll only get more. So I think we'll be good.
Yeah. So
Most of the
I
content
especially-
is bad.
no, it's sunk cost fallacy. They'll stay.
Sunken cost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
you-
considering the fact that we'll have Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll
We
stay for
made-
him at least.
We
That's
made that
true.
promise episode 500. So
That's true. You guys
Yeah.
should start investing. This is like a penny stock that'll grow into like Bitcoin by the time we get to
Yeah.
episode 0.
Cern
So,
still hasn't
start
given me that
investing.
$300 that he promised to get this thing off the ground. His
Don't
investment.
listen to that guy. I didn't promise him
Well,
shit,
this is what I was
and he
saying
just wants
earlier,
my
though.
money.
Maybe all of the money that we make from the podcast go to a mutual fund that will grow exponentially. So then by the time of episode 0, we have, I mean, pretty
How much money?
infinite,
So
infinite
much.
money.
Yeah, infinite,
Infinite
really.
money, maybe.
Infinite money.
Infinite, I
And,
think.
and if we need to use some of that to, do a episode underwater, we can do that. But
Yeah.
we'll just probably have enough because
Yeah.
we'll be making so much, and the stock will go up by so much that we'll really be able to do whatever we want.
Yeah. You know, I agree. I think we will have the means to do. And even if we don't, dude, like what I mean, we'll be doing other stuff. Hope we might have a real life job. Samuel already does, so he can pay for most of it, I think.
Well, we'd be podcasting full time at that point, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, but in case
oh.
we're not, in case, in
But
case
we
some-
have infinite
in
money,
case-
so
yeah. Well,
I don't see why we wouldn't.
Well, that kind of depends on how often you guys want to upload.
yeah, every day.
Because right now, if we're on, I don't know about all that.
Yeah,
I
I don't
think we
know
were
if
doing
I
once
could
a week, right?
mentally sustain every day.
I think
Every-
once a
I
week.
think
If we have the money to do it, I mean, I guess I wouldn't be opposed. I'd quit my job.
Every week, maybe
this
every-
is very lofty
twice a
thinking.
week?
I'll have you guys know. This is like
Oh yeah,
what? That will be
I
rich
don't-
and
this, is,
famous.
if this thing even
Yeah.
actually gets viewers. Like
We could
let
start the
alone
biggest
paid
world
for it.
war to date.
Is that the
Okay,
idea for
Soren.
the final podcast?
We're not going to commit.
World
we're
War
not gonna
Three,
commit war
nuclear
crimes.
nuclear fallout. We have our podcast from a nuclear bunker.
Allegedly.
How likely do you guys think that's to happen within the
What?
next?
A nuclear
Like,
war.
Well, we
Yeah,
got a lot of
nuclear
episodes to
fallout.
go, so hopefully not anytime soon.
I think if I were to give an honest answer to that, I would probably say not very likely.
Not very likely.
Probably
I think we'll
not.
be good.
We got over the worst part of it, I think.
Yeah, I've got faith in our ability to
Yeah, but
keep
you
it under
know,
control.
I think we could.
Yeah.
I think we could make something happen if we wanted that to be our 0th episode.
Final idea.
Right, I mean, we're pretty
Just-
influential at
You just,
episode
use the
0.
We
money-
have Joe
use the
Rogan
money
on our.
making
Fuck, we gotta stop
underground,
bringing up Joe Rogan, dude. I gotta stop.
I mean, anybody would do anything for us by the time to get on the fabled episode 0.
Yeah.
What would you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, people will go to great lengths for that shit
Yeah.
to be on the episode
Considering
0.
all of the great ideas we've had this episode.
our whole
I don't
3
know,
ideas.
the chess boxing was pretty good,
Yeah.
and we had other ideas.
Yeah, well, Evan didn't like
Most
that
of them-
one, so
No, I like that idea. Let's just
Yeah,
do
that was
for
Evan's
a
number
different
1.
episode.
He
Okay.
just wanted to think bigger.
Okay, what Evan, in your eyes, what do you see the grandiose finale being? Like,
Yeah, if we had
the-
infinite money and time.
the last episode. What do you envision it being?
I don't know.
Fucking
I
awesome.
think-
That's
I
great.
think-
You fucking Are you serious?
It's good. All I know is it's gonna be too spectacular for the mortal mind to even comprehend it.
Yeah, I hate you, bro.
It's fucking awesome, Evan.
Okay,
That's great.
I mean,
So
we'll
glad
I
to have
think-
you.
I
do
think
a decade long.
I'm thinking Mr. Beast level production.
I don't think you were gonna make it to episode 499. If I'm gonna be completely honest.
What?
I don't think
Oh,
he's gonna
I'm not
make
gonna
it.
make it. What am
Yeah.
I gonna get cut?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You,
At
you're
this
getting
rate, Evan,
you're getting replaced,
pretty
buddy.
bad.
You're getting
I think.
replaced.
Well,
I think
Given
we'll
that we've
replace him
got-
with Quandale Dingle.
infinite money.
With
I
that
think
guy.
Mr. Beast level production, if not even better, maybe.
Yeah.
but for what?
For what? I don't know. That's
Okay. Same question then, Samuel.
I mean, we have
Infinite money.
another. If
Oh
we
my.
have infinite money,
Yeah. Think
well, I was
think
gonna
yeah.
say-
Think like infinite money or basically like we're just
Well, I don't know.
In an
I think
ideal
if we
world.
did have if we did have infinite money, we would collab with Elon Musk and build a rocket and shoot it off into space.
with us in
If
it.
yes, with us in it, and we can do a podcast in space. I think that
Ooh.
would be
Do you-
the.
Hopefully no one takes that idea by the time because it's a while.
Joe
I mean-
Rogan would be there, so I mean, he's not
Joe
going to take
Rogan
it.
would be there.
Joe Rogan that's probably the most common word in this entire podcast. It's fucking Joe
I think
Rogan.
it is.
Yeah, especially considering that we keep coming back to it to talk
Yeah,
about how it's a
comment down
commonly
below
said
how many
thing.
times we said Joe Rogan.
Yeah, can we get a number counter for how many times we said Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Yeah, to all our viewers out there,
For our
Joe Rogan.
editor, can you have a tally in the top right?
Yeah.
That is
We're
not
s- we're-
that is not gonna happen, by the way.
No,
Yeah,
that's
we do not have an editor. We don't pay anybody. We're just trying to
Except
do
for-
this.
Yeah. This is our first episode, guys. Cut us some slack.
Yeah.
Actually, it's our 500th.
That's true.
We're just
That
we're
was our
just
500th episode.
we're paying homage to the inventor of podcasts,
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Podcast Rogan.
Don't think he invented podcasts.
John,
Dude, it's his middle name. He's Joe Podcast Rogan.
I thought
What
it
are
was
you talking
I
about?
thought it was John Podcast Joe Rogan.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
He
That
just
guy.
goes by Joe Rogan for short.
Right.
Hmm. He's the first Joe Rogan. The Joe
First
Rogan who has a
podcaster,
podcast that
really.
we're bringing on. He's a different Joe Rogan.
Wait, is
The
that
one
the
that's
same
in-
one that's living in your closet?
Yeah, he's the best podcaster.
I
He's not the first.
He doesn't, but he's not the
He's
guy
not-
who owns the big podcast. He's just a guy living in your closet who happens to share a similar name.
Guys, can we segue?
Actually, now that I think about that, he doesn't really look like Joe Rogan.
Why are you letting a man live in your closet? You gotta get that checked out.
Oh, he's
That might be a
he pays me
spotter.
rent. Pays me rent.
He pays you rent for the closet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Dang, bro. Maybe that guy can pay for our podcast.
All right, yeah,
Yeah.
no, that sounds
He's
good.
our editor, actually. This Joe
Oh,
Rogan will be
sweet.
our editor.
Yeah, but not the Joe Rogan, just a Joe Rogan.
No, he is the Joe
All
Rogan.
right. Well, we're getting closer and closer to the hour mark. I can't believe it, dude. I'm actually surprised we.
Wow.
I'm
managed
still
to-
7 minutes out.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just saying we're getting closer and closer, right?
Right.
I think we should try and end it on a more focused note.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've
Agree.
managed to fill air for almost a whole hour. So let's.
But only half of it has been about Joe Rogan.
But half of
Okay,
it was
back
pretty
to-
good. The first half was solid, and we had a good couple chunks
It-
there in like the middle-ish last half.
That'll be for
Trying
the
to
viewers.
trying
to
to
decide.
analyze it too hard, Soren. It's a
Okay.
podcast.
I think we can end this podcast on just ideas in general, some things that we
yeah,
would like to
just some
see.
episode
to-
ideas.
Yeah, with
I
the
think-
podcast.
Yeah, I think on a kind of like almost like a thesis statement on what we're gonna be doing for this.
Yeah.
I would
Just
really
some
like to
promises.
live in
You
a big
guys know-
podcast house.
You guys
What do you
know
mean?
what to expect.
Like
Okay, we
a
do
YouTuber
podcast
house,
stuff.
Soren.
Yeah, like we all live in one big podcast house and we do the podcast together. I think that'd be cool if we really started to make it big, and make it
Well, we
easy to
will
do the
have big
I don't know
podcast.
if I would
talk
want a
about
whole house.
ideas.
Maybe if we had like a garage on a little bit of land, like a
Podcast shed.
A
I'd be
shack.
down for the podcast shack.
Podcast awful.
We've got infinite money, and you want to make a shack?
I'm
No,
down with,
I
no,
said
we don't
garage.
have infinite money,
Giant-
Evan. We're being
big
reasonable
stuff.
here.
Like a big
You're
shop.
right.
Sometimes all you got is a
You're right.
podcast shop.
Yeah.
No, I think
So,
that's
so
a good
yeah,
idea.
so that's I think that would make sense, especially because if we actually like manage to get an audience of some sort, I feel like we
I'd
might
like-
branch off a bit from
yeah.
the
Whatever
count-
this is.
Yeah,
Our parents' basements.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to
Okay,
Yeah.
so
shout out to this basement I'm living in.
Yeah, shout out to my parents for providing me a basement to do this podcast in. Thanks,
Thank you,
guys.
parents. Thank you,
yeah, I
parents
guess
everywhere.
the viewers don't know anything about us other than our names.
That's
That's-
good.
let's
good.
keep it that
no,
way.
no, 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 no. That's for next episode.
Okay.
We're gonna.
Oh,
I think.
yeah,
I
you-
think
you
the
can
plan
start.
was. I think. No, no, no. I think the plan would be a little bit more introduction next episode. This is.
Okay. This is
Mm.
just presenting the podcast idea.
Yeah.
Right.
Getting them hooked.
Okay.
Getting them hooked on this, cause guys,
And
more
then-
more Joe Rogan next episode.
We'll get
No,
them.
let's not mention that guy again. I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
I've had enough.
We'll get
of
them
him.
hooked with our amazing concept, and then next episode we'll win them over and make them stay with our winning personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Guys,
they got a
Yeah,
pretty
well
good
said,
base
Evan. Well
with
said.
this,
Okay. Okay. Well,
who
let's bring it back to kind of ideas.
Yeah,
I
right?
don't
episode
have
idea.
anything
We
to
get
bring it back
sidetracked-
to is my
we-
trouble.
Well, yeah, we just get sidetracked so easily and just fucking
Well,
nothing.
I
into
ran out of
nothing.
list.
Well,
I ran out
No,
of
no, no. I'm
list
just saying like
slot.
ideas for the like.
Okay, I got an idea.
Yeah, you have
All
you
right.
have over there in the corner. That guy has an
Over in the
idea
corner.
right over there.
Yep, I've got my hand raised. Okay, I talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
So we find some sort of AI that is capable of doing this,
Yep.
and we spend an episode.
When you say this, what do you mean?
of this idea
Oh,
that
gotcha.
I'm
Okay.
gonna
that
explain.
you haven't presented yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Oh, yeah. We spend an episode talking to the AI, making versions of ourselves, AI versions, and maybe we would do this for each other. So Austin, Samuel, and I would make a AI version of Soren, and then you guys would make one of me, and then on until each of us
Ooh.
have as good of a as accurate of a representation of ourselves into an AI, and then on a following episode when let's say maybe Samuel, Austin, and I can't make it to the episode, we have Soren talk to the AI for an episode. They fill our place.
Is
yeah,
there a reason why we chose me? Is it because I'm cool?
Well, it could be anyone.
It's because
Oh,
you did the
okay.
intro.
I like
So-
that.
Because yeah,
That's
'cause
true. We would need somebody to do the intro, and it
Yeah.
would probably have to be me.
Or
Yeah.
we could have AI Soren do the intro.
Yeah.
We could have AI Soren do the intro. You could teach him how to do that. It's
And with
pretty
this,
easy.
we would need to somehow code it to be text to speech and speech to text so that you can seamlessly talk to the AI and so the viewers can actually listen to what the AI is saying.
Okay.
And then we just have an episode, an hour of someone talking to the three AI.
Yeah.
We could
as
have.
if, as if it's
That would be good. That would be good if like people are gone for a day and we need to.
yeah,
like,
that's
make an
that's what
upload.
I'm thinking. We just have that as a we spend one episode making our AI selves, and
It's
then
it's kind of like the have you guys seen the Quebble Cop AI where all of his videos now are just AI of himself.
I have not seen
No.
it, but
It's
have
like
not seen
entire. It's
that.
like entirely AI.
well, maybe we do that.
Well, we have 4 AIs too, so we could do 4 different episodes.
Maybe
Like
one episode
where each one of
where
us
the
talks to the
entire-
3 AI.
Maybe entire
I mean,
episode
that's
where the
500
entire
episodes, so
yeah one where the entire episode is just the AIs
we could do that.
Okay.
or and that
That's dangerous
That'd be-
territory.
that'd be
That is a
interesting.
dangerous territory right there.
yeah could be
Well,
could be.
we'll just keep that
We'll
in
keep
the back of our minds.
yeah maybe that's the final episode. Who knows?
Final
The A-
episode. We just hand it over to the AI, and then they count up to infinity. The AI. They just make infinite episodes.
Yeah, they could probably
Hmm.
churn it out quicker than we could at that point.
Who knows? Maybe this first episode is completely AI, and
That
everyone
would be
listening
crazy.
just has
That'd be
no
crazy.
We've
idea.
already made it.
Right. I am the AI.
I don't
you
know though if how well AI is good at, incorporating mental illness into the personalities of the people they represent.
We
Yeah,
just
pretty accurate.
Yeah, I think it seems to be doing a good job right now. I mean,
Yeah,
it keeps
Soren,
circling back to
Soren
Joe
really
Rogan.
does seem to have some mental illnesses right now.
Right.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Undiagnosed, but they're there.
The mental illness podcast. We should rebrand to
No,
that.
yeah, I think that's a solid idea. If I'm gonna pat myself on the back.
That
Yeah.
is good. I kind of want to build
Good
off of
work.
that. One that I just like thought of after you had said that was maybe we get an episode of AI, just do an entire podcast without us, record it, and then we just upload it as an episode, and then the following episode after, we can just drop the bombshell, be like, yeah, so all you viewers who listened to that episode, that was completely done by AI. We fooled you, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then
Well,
just,
at that point, the AI would have to be really convincing.
yeah.
Yeah, or it could be
Yeah.
really unconvincing, and then we'd
And they'd be
reveal it like
"Yeah,
it
we
wasn't
know.
obvious.
Yeah, we know, guys. That was terrible."
Okay, then we just make the rest of our episodes that quality to match the AI level.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they're all bad. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
then
Right,
we're
it'd
on
be like
we're
the
on a
AI
good,
Family
good
Guy.
track.
Yeah.
Family Guy.
No, I think we're so far we're doing a good job at that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The bar's
I think-
low. We
I
can
think we'll
only
be
go
on
up.
par.
We can only go up, guys. I think this is great.
Yeah,
What did Drake say?
A lot.
I like
I
kids.
don't know. You'd have to tell me.
Well, we'll figure that out on episode 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Where Drake finally addresses the allegations.
Yeah, starting
Mm.
from the bottom. Now we're well, I guess we'll finish that saying on episode 0.
Mm.
All right. Should
like it.
we should
I
we
had
cut
a-
it? Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
Oh,
What?
We
Oh,
can
no,
get
no.
we can get Joe Rogan in here
Mm.
to finish us off
Oh,
for the
okay.
episode.
Joe Rogan is actually leaving my closet right now, and he is up to the microphone.
Okay. What does he have
This
to
is
say?
It's me, Joe Rogan, and I endorse this podcast. Oh, that was him, guys. He said
Thank
he
you.
said the
Thank you,
thing.
Joe
That
Rogan.
was him, dude. Oh, it sounds just like him.
He
Thank
went
you,
back
Joe
to the
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's Joe Rogan, Samuel. I think he's kind of fleecing you to live in your closet, but
No,
whatever.
it's okay.
He
That
was
didn't
paying
even
rent,
sound
Like
like
Joe
whatever.
Rogan.
Didn't
But,
even, you're right. He is paying rent. Who even cares who he
He is paying rent.
And he says he's Joe Rogan, so we can say
He
he's Joe
does say
Rogan.
that. He does say that.
I
He
mean,
showed
how
me
many
proof.
is Joe Rogan a common name? Like,
I know Joe is.
it is very fitting that we're ending this podcast talking about Joe Rogan. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it was
No,
my
Austin-
fault. I said
Well,
it.
What?
Yeah, it is your
What
fault.
if for one of
Sure.
the episodes we get Joe Rogan on and he interviews us, and we
At this
act like
point, he's not gonna come on, Evan.
No.
We
Yeah,
hooked
yeah,
ourselves
like-
immediately.
I'm
There's
not-
no way we're getting Joe Rogan, Evan. We're so cooked.
oh
This
maybe.
dude's gonna think we're fucking insane.
And we get him on and we pretend like he invited us.
We'll pitch that
Yeah,
to him.
Evan. I
with
think
this
that's gonna
episode.
work. I think that'll do it. Should I cut it? Should I cut it? Are we good?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
we're
good?
on
All right,
Is
guys.
that the episode?
We will see
We're on a
you
hot
guys.
streak with good ideas right now.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
We will see you all in the next episode.
I'm just starting recording now, and
Okay.
you can start recording, Soren, and then you can just start us off, I guess.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody. I'm so
No! What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
God damn it, Austin.
We're never making it, bro. Just delete
We're,
that shit.
we're
Just
never
delete that
making
shit,
it off
put
the
on your
streets,
own
Austin.
deal
What the
with it.
fuck was that?
No, guys, we can make that a blooper for the end of the episode.
Okay.
We'll make that a blooper.
Okay, I got that out of my system. You could.
Hold on. Okay, do one and I'll get it out of my system too.
All right. I'm recording, Evan. Go ahead. So,
No. Do the
Alright.
thing. Do the thing.
Let's
Oh,
start
okay.
the intro.
3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, I'm Soren and I'm here with Evan, Samuel, and Austin, and we're starting with episode 500 of our Countdown podcast.
We gotta introduce ourselves because you're talking out of a screen. They don't know who is who.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we'll throw this all in. Evan,
Oh!
say your name.
We're not gonna throw this all in. Delete the recording. That's just me
Fine,
starting.
Evan. I'll delete the recording.
Delete the
No, no,
recording.
no.
Delete the recording. Delete the
All right,
recording.
it's gone. There you
Or
go,
keep it
Evan.
in.
There we go. Now we can start again. All
Okay.
Did
right.
you delete it? Did you delete it?
No, I still have it. It's
Okay,
saved,
good.
just in
Keep
case
it.
we need it. But it's
Keep
like
that
it's
in.
like a
Just
short
for 1 minute.
Why would
clip
you
of us
stop
fucking up.
recording? Why would you stop recording? I've been recording this whole
Evan
I
told
don't
me
know.
to.
We need a clean slate. Bro.
Evan told me to. I don't
That
know.
was so terrible already.
Okay. Very cool.
Okay, you just introduce yourself.
Can I do it this time?
Yes.
Mhm.
All right, sweet. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, I'm Soren, and I'm here
Hello.
with.
I'm Evan.
Uh,
Oh my
These fucking
God.
idiots. I'm here with
Oh
these
my
fucking
God.
idiots, and we're doing the countdown podcast. We're starting with episode 500, and we're going towards episode 0.
Cut, bro, cut.
No, I'm not cutting it. Fuck you.
Cut
This is
it,
how
cut
we're
it, cut it,
starting.
cut it,
hold on, hold on,
cut it.
hold on,
We're
hold
keeping
on,
And
hold
I'm
on.
thinking for the final episode, we all fight it out in a big free for all and decide who's the podcast king. The last surviving member gets all of the
We've
assets.
already been doing that.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Austin, and this is the 500th podcast that we're doing.
Yes,
Number
sir.
500. I am.
This is the
I'm
last one, but
uh,
also the beginning.
This is.
Oh my God, this is
Yeah.
so
This. This is so horrible.
Guys, we're losing engagement. Evan, say your name.
I'm Evan.
I am Sam.
Guys,
All
you want
right.
to start?
Let's
Yeah.
restart, bro. We need.
Okay.
Okay. We'll,
How-
we'll get an order of who goes. We'll go. Soren will
Soren.
be like. Hello,
Soren will be
everyone.
first.
Welcome to the Countdown Podcast. I'm here with, and then. Oh fuck! How would we say this tonight?
You can just say I'm here with my. You can just say I'm. Soren can
I'm
just
here
say
with
I'm here with
my-
my friends.
Effervescent co-host or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. Then
All
you
right.
just say, we should pick an order of who gets to go.
How about me,
Wait, there's no-
Samuel, Evan, Austin?
Okay.
Perfect. That's how it shows
Right.
up on my screen.
Wait! What is it? What is it? What is it?
Me,
Lock it.
Samuel, Evan, Austin.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna intro us in again. Is everybody ready?
Yes, but
ready.
be more enthusiastic this time.
I'm ready. He was
no.
enthusiastic. Don't
Alright.
animate it, bro. We're not trying to be like
No.
those like clickbait like red arrow
3,
guys.
Hey,
Like,
guys!
2.
Wait, hold on.
hold on, Soren.
Oh, I'm holding on.
Guys, I need to go pee.
That's
Oh.
cool.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, when are we starting? Guys,
We're
this is
holding
going.
on.
This is going
Shut up.
great.
And don't
Hold
laugh,
on,
bro.
Austin, we're
Don't
holding
laugh
on.
or scream, bro. We gotta like.
I can't help it. You can start anytime, Soren. Just count us down.
No, we're holding on.
This is gonna be part of the podcast. Just saying.
No, it's not
This
happening.
is
We're
this
holding
is
on.
the worst podcast. We might as well do the bad one first, cause
Yeah, I mean we're on track.
Let's try to do the good one, and if
Yeah,
it ends
let's try
up
and do
being
it.
the bad
we
one,
just gotta
so
get the
be
good
it.
one done with.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if
Okay.
we start with the bad one, then the good one's gonna be just as bad, and then we'll be cooked.
yeah,
Yeah, it'll be hard to
Dude,
stop.
then we'll have two horrible. You know, we just gotta do what we're doing now. We just gotta get into it. Like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's
Okay, let's
it's
get into it.
tough.
Let's
We don't
get
need to
into
put
Let's-
too much pressure on
let's
ourselves.
just-
we're not in front of a live audience, except if you count my dog.
Right.
Wait,
and
are
I'm
we-
gonna
are
do the
we
first
going?
idea, right? I'm coming up with the first
yeah,
idea.
Yeah.
We're
Alright.
recording this. This is gonna be it.
No, I'm not recording yet, Evan. I'm gonna count us down again, and we're gonna do the intro again, and then Samuel. I'm gonna go say my name, then Samuel, then you, then Austin, and then I'm gonna say an idea, and we're gonna go from there.
Yes.
Wait. Don't we need to explain though? Like.
Yeah, we do.
I
like,
did that
this
in the
is-
intro. I said this is the countdown podcast, and this is episode 500, and I'm
We-
Soren.
I think we should start by just giving a brief overview of what the whole idea of it is.
All right, let me do
Yeah,
that.
I
Let's
agree.
let's do that then.
Okay, yeah,
Let's
Evan,
do
you do that.
then.
You do that, Evan. So we'll
So
count
do
down.
that.
Soren
You'll
introduce
do-
us,
you'll-
we'll say our names, and then I'll just give a rundown of what the podcast.
Yeah,
And
we'll
don't
chime
touch your
in as
fucking weights,
necessary.
Evan. People can hear that.
Oh! You can hear that? Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Wait, are
they're
you
next-
working out right now?
No, they're next to my desk though, so I just kick them every once in a while.
Oh yeah, we can hear it.
Oh fuck! Can you hear this?
Yes.
Yeah, it's really loud, actually.
Okay. Okay.
All right. It's been 8 minutes, but that's okay because we're gonna get started
Wait,
here
8
eventually.
minutes?
Wait, has it actually? Let me check mine.
Is 10:08.
It's been 6 minutes for me since I've been
Oh,
recording.
but there was
I don't think we
but
started.
we
last
weren't
time.
recording when we hopped in. But regardless, all right.
Whatever.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.